Yo, yo. Are we live or what, man? 2 lives in a row. That's a rarity for me. I didn't go live 2 days in a row. I never go live. Let me just change the thumbnail. Oh, shit. Change the thumbnail. There it is. Is it changed? Yo, Crow Cop, what's up? What's good? What's good? What's up with y'all boys? We are live. What up? What up? One more sleep until UFC 319. I'm excited. Whew. I was watching what was I watching? I was watching DDP's interview with Guru. That was a good interview, to be fair. But yeah, what's up with you guys? One more day. I'm really hyped for it. I'm going to pull up the card. Let's go DDP. Dude, Brian Battle versus Ruza Boyev is off the card, man. Brian Battle, literally, he missed weight at welterweight. Then he moves up a weight class and then misses weight again. I've never seen that before, man. That's like so, like, that's crazy. I don't know. That's just like, we got to cut the kid at this point, I think. You got to consider cutting him. I'm not sure. You got to consider cutting him. Let's see. I think I'm going to pull up something for us to react to on stream. Let me try to find something. Anthony Johnson did that. Rumble, right? Yeah, Rumble was in, like, wasn't he in 3 weight classes or just 2? That's so crazy to me. Like, how do you move up a weight class and you still miss weight? That's like, I think there's a good chance he could get cut. Like, I don't even think it's that crazy. I know he's a bit of a name. Like, I don't think he's a star, but he's a bit of a name. That's just so crazy to me, though. But the UFC 319's lost a lot of fights. Let me pull up the card. Upcoming. And we also got what the fuck? We also got Johnny Walker versus a Zhang Min Yang. All right, here we are. This shit is so bright. Oh, they finally got a picture for Aaron Picogram. They finally got a picture for him. Let me see. Yeah, I don't even like... Okay, we got it. Hop in it, bitch, and I started in the V. Let's look at the card. Of course, you guys already know what the card is, but... Main events. Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. I mean, this fight, man, it's there's so much hype around. I think this is the most hype that I've seen, like, everybody. Like, the amount of videos I've seen on it, the amount of, like, I don't know, it's just, this has got to be the most hype fight, dare I say, in years. I can't really think of a fight that was this hyped up. Imagine how much bigger it would have been if they did, like, face-offs and stuff, and, like, you know, it is what it is. UFC doesn't promote their fights, but I'm just saying, man, this fight's got insane hype. The co-main event, Lerone Murphy, Aaron Pico. To be honest, initially, I kind of hated this co-main event, like, a little bit. Because I thought it was, I don't know. I just thought it was like, what the fuck? Oh, let's look at his shorts, actually. Khamzat's new shorts. They look alright. They look alright. They're not like the cleanest. Anyways. Yeah, initially I didn't like the co-main event of Lerone Murphy, Aaron Pico, but I'm cool with it now. I think it's a good co-main event, and it makes sense, you know? Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. You got Jared Kennedy or Michael Venom Page. Jeff Neal Prates is probably going to be... I really could see this. This is more hyped than 308 for sure, man. Well, 308 was what? That was That was Holloway versus Topuria, right? Holloway, Topuria, and then I want to say like Hamzat Whitaker. Yeah, this is more hype for sure. Like this is the most hype main event I've seen in so long, man. I don't know. I haven't seen this much hype. Like Ilya Charles had hype, but not like this. Not like this. It didn't have hype like this. This is hype, bro. But I still think DDP. I'm still confident in my DDP pick. Then you got Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. What the hell? What is this picture for Tim Elliott? What the What the hell is this? This is not how he looked at the press conference. Yo, what is this? No Bromo, what's up, man? What's up, No Bromo? We got everybody here. Yo, what is this picture, boys? He looks like fucking a hobo Jesus. DDP round 4 KO for real. I've seen you know what? That's like, I've seen a lot of people say that, like round 4 KO or TKO. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. I do personally think a decision, but like, I don't mind the idea of like a round 4 or 5. I don't mind the idea of like a round 4 or 5 KO for DDP at all. Kaya Sakura. Then you got Basanger Susakarayev. I can't say this guy's name. I might have just said it right. I don't know. Eric Nolan versus this guy. GM3 versus Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. Jessica Andrade, this young man, versus Lupe Godinez. We're all going to goon to that one. Chase Hooper, speaking of gooning, Chase Hooper's on this card. Someone in my chat yesterday said Tim Elliott looks like Liver King in that picture. He kind of does. Wait. Let me scroll up. He kind of does, actually. A little bit. Like if Liver King got off the sauce. A little bit. And was homeless. DDP around one flying armbar. You know what I was thinking? Someone in the chat said it yesterday, I think. Imagine if DDP like landed a perfectly timed jump knee. DDP is going to recreate Masvidal versus Askren. Oh, yeah, there you go. I just said that. Yeah, maybe it was you that said it yesterday on the stream. I could totally see that, you know. I was thinking about it. Like, what if, oh, my God, I was thinking about it, like, while I was shitting. You didn't need to know that. But when, I was like, what if when Hamzat goes for a double leg, DDP just does, like, a jump knee, KOs Hamzat, and, like, oh, you hear, like, the commentator scream. Wouldn't that be crazy? What's up, boys? How's it? DDP is gonna recreate Masvidal Askren. Good recap or reaction from the that was a good video I saw, Bromo, that you did earlier. It was like a rant. It was a really good video. I enjoyed it. What up, Latino Max Holloway? A lot of you guys think I look like Max Holloway, I guess. I remember you saying that when me and Bromo did that stream. Is Sukarayev good? I didn't watch his fight. He's pretty good. He's pretty, he's good. I don't know how far he's gonna go just off of his one fight, because didn't he get KO'd like last time as well that we saw him before his last fight? I'm saying, but he's good. Hamzat doesn't double leg that high. Yeah, I know. Hamzat does have a lot of very low takedowns, but I do think it would be funny. A knee won't catch him. Oh, wait, it's Buster. My guy, Buster FN is here. What's up, Buster? What's up? All right. Let me go full screen so I can watch, because I'm looking at the chat on my phone, but it's not very convenient. All right. Let me read you guys' chat. My guy, Buster. A knee won't catch him. What's up, Punisher? What's up, Bromo? What's up, Buster? Hey, thanks, BXG, my man. Yeah, great video. It was a really good video. I enjoyed it. Yeah, the Nina drama thing was just they're using her as promotion. It's crazy. All the bromosexuals turning up in the chat. Kadyrov gonna rig the arena to explode if Hamzat loses. Can you imagine? Oh, I'm worried for Hamzat if. Oh my God. Hopefully, you know what? I'm rooting for DDP, but I am kind of worried. Buster FN is back. The GOAT is back. Buster FN. Yes, bro. I'm gonna be here when Hamzat wins. Yo, I like Buster. I know you guys are arguing with him, but he's funny. Be ready to watch Bromo go babyface after DDP knocks out Hamza in round 4 at 3 minutes 32 seconds. Yo, you better save that number. I swear. Imagine if Punisher just gets the exact time right. Yeah, but Bromo, I'm not shaving my beard because Hamza isn't losing. Oh, okay. So is the deal like Hamza loses your... Are you shaving the whole beard or just the mustache? Or what are we doing here? DDP submits him by flying Barreto Plata in round 4. Dude, I don't know. I'm so excited for the fight, man. I feel like something fluky could really happen. Bromo about to get a new look. Yeah, we're about to see the new era of Bromo. And it's just going to be him with a Dagestani beard, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, the fight's going to be crazy. If DDP submits Hamza, then I'm shaving the mustache. If DDP... Oh. Yo, all right. What do you guys think in the chat? Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. What's the most realistic submission DDP could catch Hamza with? I'm going to say like a really tight guillotine. If Hamza goes... Because Hamza, I don't know. He kind of is a little bit... I don't know, though. He doesn't shoot that high like, what's his name said earlier. Buster said. Hamza doesn't shoot that high for his neck to be caught in a guillotine, but maybe. Did you saw Hamza wore lifts? I actually didn't see that. Did he really? Where can I find that? I want to see that. Because everyone was accusing DDP of wearing lifts, so I got to see that. But if you lose this via KO decision, then it's full beard. Okay. So far, this might be the best card in 2025. I agree. The card I'm most excited for. Yeah, because the main event is so amazing. And then, like, pretty much every fight on the main card is guaranteed to be good, I would say. There are some fights where I'm like, okay, MVP Cannonier could be boring. And maybe Tim Elliott. I don't know. But I'm excited, man, nonetheless. I'm not going to complain at all. All right, what are you boys saying? DDP might guillotine. That was my thought as well. I feel like a DDP guillotine is not that crazy. Guillotine or Darce choke. A Darce would be crazy. To be honest with you. Darce choke. You guys, okay? You guys are saying Darce choke. That'd be crazy. Calf slicer. All right. I was looking thinking, like, what about, like, a triangle? But I don't know. That'd be weird. Can't see DDP, like, throwing up a triangle like Charles Oliveira. Darce is most likely. Okay, interesting. Hamza is a bit flimsy. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. Like, Hamza's low-key a bit, like, loose. I don't know how to explain it. That's why I was like, what if he does get caught in, like, a sub or something? Because he's a little bit loose when he shoots takedowns. And even on the feet, he's just a little bit... I don't know how to explain it. But, yeah, flimsy is kind of the right word. Like, one of those like, gas station, like, kind of things where they... I don't know. Like, those inflatable things. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. A right hook is not that bad. If DDP does some weird-ass scramble and takes his back, then maybe a rear naked choke. Okay? That'd be crazy. A rear naked choke would be wild. If Hamza wins, BXG shaves the mustache. I've never shaved my mustache or my little chin beard. If BXG win, or if Hamza wins, BXG shaves the mustache. I'd rather, like, eat, like, hot wings or something, or, like, freaking, I don't know. I'd rather, like, I could think of something. I'd rather, like, I don't know. I can't think of anything. I'd rather, like, glaze Islam Makhachev for an hour. I would rather do, like, an hour-long video just glazing Makhachev. I would actually do that. BX bounty on your mustache. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. The moment Burns went for a sub, Hamza gave up on grappling. His words. True. And if that happens against DDP, now you're on the feet with DDP. I don't know. If Hamza wins, shave the eyebrows. Hell no. I'm not that confident in my pick. Hell no. I would have done that for, like, Ilya Charles. If you were here for Ilya Charles and you asked me that, I probably would have agreed to that. I was even gonna, like, legitimately be like, yo, I'll, like, delete my channel. That's how confident I was. But that was an easy pick. My fiance picked Chimaev as well. Oh boy. Wait, what about your dog? Who did what's his name? Oscar, right? A Darce is pretty likely since guillotines are kind of easy to defend, but when he shoots a takedown, he gets it and gets it, but they flip to the side. It's pretty easy to turn that failed guillotine. True. That's a good point. That's a good point, Morpheus. It's morphin' time. Sorry, let me just scroll down. MMA Oscar picks DDP. Yeah, same. Yeah, I trust him more too. I'm concerned for Hamza. He weighed in at 183. Yes. Thank you for reminding me about that. We got to talk about that. So did you guys see that Hamza came in at 183? Like, that's not a good look. So all you Hamza people, I'm just saying, Hamza came in way underweight, you know? But he didn't look super drained. I kind of like that. Like, he came in underweight, but he didn't look super drained. He weighed down. No one weighs in lower than the threshold unless they're small for the weight class. Yeah, that's. Yeah, Board. I agree. I was watching Chase stream and he said something similar. Like, those last 5 pounds are like really, really like just hell, you know. So for you to come in underweight is really bad. But we'll see. Maybe it was an accident. Who knows? Because I know the lady on the scale didn't really do a proper job at even like making sure it settled. I'll get Oscar to make a pick tomorrow on the fight. We got to see this then. I bet. Only if Hamzat wins first round than a single eyebrow slit. I'd consider that. I'll come back to you on that. I'd consider that because it would just grow back, right? Like pretty fast. To be fair, she picked Hamza just so you don't shave the beard. That's funny. If Hamza wins by his shorts, how much are they? Wait. Hold on. Let me see how much are they. If they're like under 200, I would consider it. Hamza Shemaev shorts. Can you buy them? Yeah. Shop now. I've never bought anything from. I was considering buying like a fighter short, a fighter shorts, not like worn, but you know what I mean. Like, it's glitched. Anyways, I'd consider it. Whose shorts was I gonna get? I was gonna get like, I don't know. I don't really like, because a lot of the shorts are like Holloway shorts are just like tight. I don't know. I like the baggy shorts, you know, like Charles's shorts. Brian Battle missed weight again. I know. Fucking cut him. His cardio has improved a lot, so he's also able to weigh in less without being affected. True. Maybe he could be faster. Probably trying to prove that he could make welterweight. Maybe. We'll see. I'm very curious. Him coming in underweight is very fascinating to me. That was something really interesting. So unless the scales were just wrong, I don't know. Did you make him a Silky Pajamas account? No, I didn't forget. If Hamzat wins, it's going to be first round. I agree. His cardio did increase by a lot. That makes me double think my pick. BXG, you said in a video recently you trained. What do you train? I train boxing. I've trained boxing since I was like since I was a kid, really. So I have CT, and that's about it. And I've trained like judo for a couple of months, but that's the extent of it. So, yeah. Yeah. I feel DDP will be defensive for the first 2 rounds and aggressive in round 3 onwards. I agree. That's kind of my. Yeah, I think Hamzat will win the first 2 rounds. I think round 2 will be a little bit closer. Like, I think DDP might win the second half of round 2 or something like that, like kind of like Usman did. And then I think rounds like 3, 4, and 5 will go to DDP. That's kind of my sort of general analysis on it, at least. He still can't breathe from the right nostril, so the improvements might not be too much. Usually I would be upset, but this season... I like the baggy shorts as well. If I do win the season, I'll wait for Yuri's shorts. Ooh. Yuri doesn't have custom shorts yet, right? How does Yuri not have custom shorts? I don't think he does. Or does he? But I like the baggy ones as well. If they aren't baggy, I'll get the Poirier ones. Yeah, I don't think... Poiriers are baggy, I think. Too. So, those are ones I was looking at. Like Poiriers. I like... the Holloway colors are so beautiful. Because... those are my favorite colors, but then it's just like they're tight. I'm not trying to wear like booty short, you know. Hamza didn't look fat on the scales like on 308. Yeah, He looked, right? I noticed that too. He did look pretty like chubby at UFC 308, and I'm pretty sure they had to give him an extra hour. I don't know if you guys remember that. So like he did come in like really on weight. So the only thing I've trained for over 10 years is wrestling. I come from a wrestling family. I've always wanted to do wrestling, but there's just no wrestling where I'm at. So, but I like wrestling. It's cool. I watch it sometimes. I'm a fan of who's a wrestler that I like? AJ Ferrari's pretty good. That's like a casual answer. I don't know. Kyle Snyder. Fuck Gable Steveson though. He has a scar on his lip. You can see it. His cardio couldn't have increased a lot in such a short amount of time without PEDs. Yeah, I agree, Crow Cop. It's like a lot of people are like his cardio is going to be improved, but like it's not really like super possible to. It would take like a lot of different camps, and he's not going to like go from having mid cardio to Marab cardio is basically what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of people think. And to be honest, I don't even think like Hamza has bad cardio. I think his cardio is just normal. But I think he just expends it so much in the early rounds. I don't think that's the proper terminology, expends. But you get my point. You probably get some for the Khalil fight. Khalil's was nice. Khalil had some really nice custom shorts, even though he's a cult leader. I hope he does. He should. I thought Hamza was born with the scar on his lip, by the way. Unless you're talking about someone else. Kyle Snyder is my GOAT. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I think he just won recently. Won something. Didn't he just beat Gable Steveson, or is that someone else? I saw some guy in Insta comments say that Hamza held back against Whitaker. I disagree. I don't think so. I disagree. But I have to rewatch that fight to see. I have to burp. Okay. Gable Rapeson will never be a great in my eyes. Yeah, I'm not really even like that plus like him just being like I don't know. He's something. It's just something about him rubs me the wrong way, man. It's that and just him being like I don't know. He's just an ass. But that's probably why, because he did that. That's why he is an ass, right? Well, he did train with the PO coach, the EPO coach. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. Imagine if Hamza takes EPO. Oh my gosh. Well, to be fair, imagine if Hamza beats DDP and then it comes out in 5 years he popped for EPO. You gotta give me that one. I'm gonna be coping for 5 years, like yeah, but it's gonna come out. Hamza took EPO. Give it time. EPO Hamzat is a killer. Let's see. He fell from the hands. Zack Snyder is my GOAT. Zack Snyder is a good director. So do you prefer Zack Snyder Superman or James Gunn's? I would say he's got like Pimblett cardio, but he fucks himself up always. No conditioning. Coach is going to change his bad pacing. Maybe. No conditioning. No conditioning coach is going to change his bad pacing is what you're saying. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It's his pacing is just like that's just how he fights, and I feel like what I worry about is if he does try to pace himself, then he just kind of turns into every other grappler. He's still like a phenomenal grappler, but if he does try to pace himself and go a little bit tit for tat with DDP, he's not going to win that, in my opinion. His best bet is to just fight like Khamzat Chimaev. Don't try to strike. Don't try to, no, just fight like Khamzat. Don't be like, I'm going to win a decision. Just fight like Khamzat. I mean, it's kind of stupid for someone to say a pro fighter held back against another guy who tried to take off his head. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't think Khamzat held back. Hell no. I guess their argument is, he didn't try to really empty the tank the way he usually does. But even then, he finished him in the first, Snyder Superman is elite, but I enjoyed James Gunn's. So you saw? Should I see the movie? Because I've been kind of putting it off. Like I've been trying to see it, then I'm like, Then I've been trying to see, I'm like, I surprisingly heard Fantastic Four is good as well. Surprisingly, I'll go gay for Henry Cavill Superman. He had aura. I'll tell you that much. He aura farmed a lot. The reality is Hamza will always have gassing issues because of the pace he puts on. You can't do what he does every fight without gassing. Yeah. And again, if he tries to change his style, then he just becomes every other grappler. So there's pros and cons to that Hamzat style. If Hamzat wins but pops, Bromo shaves his bearded head. But if he pops and loses, he shaves. If he pops and loses, he shaves beard-headed eyebrows. That'd be wild. Yes, it's an awesome movie. All right. Yeah, the movie's great. Okay. I got to see it. I'm definitely going to see it for sure. I'm definitely going to see it. Because I'm interested. Like, Lex Luthor being in it, obviously, you're going to see the clips of him everywhere. You know, the memes, the 1A memes and stuff. Dude, I'm going to, if DDP's, like, ground and pounding Hamzat, I'm going to do the fucking 1A. 1A. I'm going to be like Lex Luthor. I swear. Yeah, the movie's great. I just prefer Man of Steel. All right. Yeah, Man of Steel was good. Man of Steel was real good. Crazy bet. Hamzat is like that 2012 edgy Roblox kid who plays School of '09 and wears combat boots and a trench coat while posting lone wolf posts. You're just describing literally an active school shooter. A school shooter. A trench coat with black boots and the do-rag. That's literally fucking Columbine. But yeah. Lone wolf post. Yeah, Hamzat is a little bit edgy, I guess. But I like Hamzat. I don't know. His personality switch up is weird because in his last fight he had the glasses and he was Hamzat and he had the hair and he was a bit more nerdy and he was calm. And then this fight he's kind of just back to just being Hamzat again. I don't know. It's that there's so many like questions I have about Hamzat Chimaev as just a fighter and a person. But hopefully we get some answers to it on Saturday. I want to see Henry Cavill as James Bond. That's like such an obvious casting that they just haven't like done. I don't understand. Everyone wants it. Everyone is a fan of Henry Cavill. We don't want to see freaking... I'm trying to think of an actress that... Ariana Grande is James Bond, the female James Bond. What's up, Isaiah John? What's up, my guy? Hamzat wins. Yeah, we got a Hamzat fan here. What up? No comment, Bromo says to the bet. We got everybody here. Henry Cavill as a Wolverine in Deadpool is goated. That was great. That was really good. That really surprised me too. I was like, what? That and what's the actor's name? Chris Evans, when he played Johnny Storm, you thought, oh, he's gonna be Captain America, and then he says flame on. Oh, that was nostalgia right there. That was a great movie, actually. Deadpool and Wolverine was a really great movie. It really surprised me how great of a movie that was. I thought it would be more comedy focused, and it was a little bit, but it was really good, man. A lot of nice like cameos and stuff. I'm a big cameo fan. If Aspinall loses, I'll shave the head. Ooh, that's a good bet. If Tom Aspinall loses, okay, I like that. That's a good one, Bromo. That's a good one. You guys better hold him to that. That's actually a really good bet. Yo, what's up, Hamilton? What's up, my guy? I think Hamzat might have DID. What's that? It sounds familiar. Is that like and just something disorder? Something disorder, right? Wait. I think Hamzat might have DID. If Aspinall loses, we're all shaving our heads and quitting MMA. Yeah, if Aspinall loses, we are all just collectively jumping off of bridges. What's a Mexican now about UFC? What's a Mexican know about UFC? I don't think there's any Mexicans in here. I agree. Yeah, that's true. No Bromo. What a horrendous name. No Bromo. Yo, who is this Hamilton guy? he's rage baiting, yo. How good would David Goggins be if he went into MMA instead of Socom? Is that like what's Socom? Is that like suck on these nuts? Is that like one of those kinds of... Are you trying to troll me? What is going on? Gon wins? If Gon wins, I'm going to kill myself live on stream. My demise will be televised. Why is his name Blue and not mine? Aura. It's an identity disorder? Okay, that's what I figured, but I just didn't know how to like... What's your final pick? Yeah, what are your guys' final predictions? Hierarchy buddy, get with the program. Finish. Kamzan Evil Habib. Dissociative identity disorder. Okay, he's going to explain it. My guy Morpheus says dissociation identity disorder is a mental health condition where you have two or more separate personalities. Sorry, my fucking eyes. Where you have two or more separate personalities that control your behavior at times. So you think he has that? Do you actually think he has that? That'd be interesting. I would have never thought that. Maybe. I mean, he's seen some things in Chechnya, in the wars of Chechnya. He has seen some things. So I'm not necessarily sure what he has, but sorry. You're not Mexican? Why do you spell it like that? No, I'm not Mexican. But every Dagestani probably thinks I am just because I don't know. I don't know. I don't even look Mexican. I don't know what the fuck. Is smarter? That's smarter than everyone's burner. Yeah. Remember, smarter than everyone was like arguing with everybody. That was so funny. He might be U.S. Special Forces. Oh, okay. SOCOM. Yeah. Goggins was Special Forces, right? Like. Yeah, I guess he should have went into MMA, right? Who knows? I wish Brock Lesnar went into MMA instead of, like, WWE, but, you know, he was also a legend. You know, he did the freaking backflip at WrestleMania. So, it's DDP via knockout for now. Okay. I'm smarter than everybody. Thank you. You're welcome. Hamzat round 2 rear naked choke. All right. It's not bad. Minus DDP KO round 3. All right. Hamza via sub inside 2 rounds. Okay. DDP KO round 3. It's not bad. I'm seeing a lot of people now say DDP via KO. Not even just you guys, but like on the internet. It's a really 50-50 fight. I am seeing more people pick Hamza, but it's still 50-50 in my opinion. There's no option to select the rounds in Silpy James. I mean, he seems pretty mentally unstable at times. He's a war survivor and has had a pretty tough childhood. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, he has had it pretty rough. Some other boys bullied him as a kid and he grabbed the knife and said he's going to kill them. Wow. I mean, that sounds like Hamzat. That sounds like Hamzat, right? I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Hamzat. Moon Knight add disorder. If he beats DDP, he's going to be a nice guy again with glasses. Then he's gonna be a hippie. We're gonna see Hamzat pull up with like different outfits. Moon Knight add disorder. Smarter than everybody's always in my chat trying to rage bait. I'm starting to like smarter than everyone. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny to me when people try to like just rage bait and stuff. He sounds like a retard. Rage bait is for children. Chill on my goat. Hamzat early first round. Okay. Yeah, Goggins was a Navy SEAL. Yeah, he was a Navy SEAL, and then he got into like the running stuff, right? Interesting. Got to get him on the Goggins. I just thought of like Goggins training with Adesanya and fucking Tony Ferguson. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't really. David Goggins is not really. If I was a fighter, I just wouldn't train with him. I don't really like see the value in it. I don't know. Because he doesn't know how to train an MMA fighter and, like, not overtrain them. Because it seems like he just overtrains them anyways. To where they're, like, vomiting. You don't need to train to the point where you're vomiting on the ground. I'm sorry. You just don't. You don't need to train to where you're vomiting. That's insane. And then, get right back on the Stairmaster. No, it's crazy. Got to get him on the stream at one point. Yeah, we got to see Smarter Than Everyone X. No bromo. But I think he would have been a crazy UFC fighter. His mentality would have been unmatched, true. Yeah, that guy's a bit of a nut job, but that's why he's so successful. We're all a bit of nut jobs. Comically accurate Moon Knight and Deadpool would have been a goated movie. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think that would have been... I'm surprised they haven't used Moon Knight on the big screen, to be honest. And only now are they about to use Punisher and Daredevil. It took them, 30 years? He overtrains fighters. He's too extreme. I agree. I agree with that. Just overtrains them way too much. Like, you shouldn't be vomiting after doing, like, a Stairmaster. Let's go, Denial. Let's go, Africa. Soy Africa. South Africa. Let's go. I need to get a South African flag behind me. Explain this MMA thing to me. I'm more of a T guy. Explain MMA? Well, MMA is basically like, it's just like almost like a street fight thrown into a cage. There are rules, of course. You can't headbutt or low blow or anything like that. But, you know, and there's rounds within the fight as well. But, yeah. But, you know, Google can also tell you that as well. Goggins without the funk music is the most funny shit. It's like a sports teacher trying to motivate a kid. Yeah, who's going to carry the boats? Remember that video? When I first started going to the gym, though, I used to watch that. I'm not going to lie. It would help me sometimes. They don't know me, son. They don't know me, son. That was kind of good. What are you boys saying? Yeah, Goggins without the slow down yeet the yeet edits. Goggins runs 341 miles super marathons through Death Valley. No UFC fighter needs that kind of conditioning. Exactly. Like, what's that going to help you with? And if you did it for one camp, you're going to have insane conditioning. You have to do it over the course of years and years and years. It's like if you like were fat and you just like worked out like one time and then you're like, all right, that's good enough for me. Like, no, it's consistency. It's like golf, but it's not gay. Moon Knight had that. Oh, in terms of MMA, yeah, it's like golf, but it's just Moon Knight had that TV show, which I still haven't seen. I've heard mixed things on, though. I don't know if it's good or bad. Punisher's the GOAT. Oh, shit, yeah. I forgot we have someone named the Punisher here. That's funny. Yeah, the Punisher. Yeah. I love the Punisher. He's a great character. John Bernthal is like one of my all-time favorite actors. Did you watch that Coach Cal video? What Coach Cal video? Did somebody ask me to watch a video and I didn't watch it? If not, we'll watch it on stream right now. If there's a video that I didn't watch. I've seen some clips, though, of like Hamzat in the garage with Coach Cal, if that's what you mean. Street fight, no preparation, most realistic scenario. Yeah. I see my man Buster keeps abusing the recreational Benadryl. Yeah, Buster's back. I don't know where he went, though. Chip Zdarsky ruined the Punisher in the latest comic run. What did he do? What did he do to Punisher? I feel like they would make Punisher like, as the years go by, they're gonna make Punisher like, oh, you know, he actually doesn't kill people anymore. Only like when he really, really needs to kill people. And no, like Punisher he kills everybody. He kills every villain. He doesn't care. Wait. The poop man hunts me as well now. Oh yeah, when freaking Pi said that yesterday. Why do you have a Venom poster on your wall? I don't know. I just like Venom. I think Venom's a cool character. I was at like some like store and they just had like comic stuff and like, you know, like just Marvel and all kinds of stuff. And I saw this poster and I was like, I need that. And so I bought it. And it was like $5 or $10. So I don't know. I think it's cool. The Burger King crown is BXG's Green Goblin mask. Yeah, I look over to it. Yeah, it speaks to me. Let's just say that. It speaks to me. You know? Why do you think I don't stream very often? Because the things that I would say... No, I'm kidding. Hey, man. The TV show was very solid. I liked it. Okay. I heard someone... Was it you or someone that said yesterday that the new Daredevil season is pretty mid, though? From Ronin MMA. Yes, my bad. I'm sorry. You did tell me to watch it. I forgot. Let me look for it now. You did tell me to watch it. He's pretty... He does a video a day. Hamzat's new coach, Sam Calvita, is overrated. Injures his fighters by overtraining them. Wait, shit. We could pull that up if you guys want. When is Conor McGregor fighting Alex Pereira? I think next year they're gonna make that fight. I think Pereira might go back down to middleweight, and then Conor's gonna You know, just, yeah. I think next year is probably when that fight might happen on the White House. I'm packing. I'm going to a flight to Chicago. Really? You're going to Chicago? So, wait. So you're actually going to the event, Buster? That's pretty crazy. That's pretty cool, man. Have a safe flight. Hopefully you don't see King Von. I think it's a great card, so hopefully you enjoy yourself, man. We will be here, and I wish you luck, man. Daredevil Born Again. That's cool. That's a great card to go see, to be honest with you. Daredevil Born Again was also a fun watch. Okay. He made Frank Castle give up the Punisher name and die because of his wife. Huh? He made Frank Castle give up the Punisher name and die because of his wife telling him about Unarmed Black or something. What? Wait, and died. Don't tell me the Punisher died in the new season. If the Punisher died in the new Daredevil season, I'm cutting my dick off. MMA is no weapons, right? So I wouldn't be able to swing my mighty golf club into the temple of my opponent like the warmongers in the native country does. No, unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to. The most you could swing is like maybe your balls. I don't know. MMA, the crown is hanging like the mask during the dumpster scene. Yeah, it's perfect. Poop Man came. What's up, Poop Man? Sorry. Yuri video when? Yeah, when's that Yuri video, Bromo? Come on, chop. We're waiting, bro. Chop. McGregor got taken off the roster yesterday. I saw that. I did see that. Sam Calavita made TJ fight with a shoulder injury and EPO. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see with this whole Sam Calavita guy. He's a bit. The White House. Will Barbarian thought of fighting there? I fought someone on the White House before. It was like this drag queen. DDP said he could do 20 pulls consecutively. That's extremely impressive. What's that? 20 pulls. Pull-ups? I mean, yeah, because to be honest, it's like, it's harder the more muscle you have to do pull-ups. The most I could do in a row is probably 15, I think. But that's because I'm not like a big guy, so it's easier to pull my own weight. One more day until the middleweight GOAT reigns supreme. What's up, Dig? Yeah, I think there's a good chance. If DDP wins this, he's number one pound for pound. I'll probably do a Yuri glazing vid closer to his fight. Okay. He died in the comics. Oh, so you were saying in the comic. Oh, hell no. Not in the show. Oh, my bad. Yeah, because you did mention that they ruined the comics. That's so stupid. Why would they kill the... Whatever. The Punisher is a legitimately good character. I know he's kind of turned into like the edgelord, kind of the Punisher, yeah. Like he's kind of like the edgelord character for some people. Not for me, though, and for you guys who like the Punisher in the chat. Like, you know, the guy named the Punisher. I think he's a great character. Which, it's funny, though, because... I was speaking to like a guy who recruits people for like the military, and he was like, oh, you're into like comics and stuff or superheroes? And I was like, yeah, you know, I like the Punisher a lot. And he was like, yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of the Punisher. And because I saw he had like the Punisher logo, like, I don't know, like on his like phone case or something. And I don't know, I think that's interesting. A lot of military guys like the Punisher. King Von, dangerous with weapons. Take away the weapons, he's incomplete. True, yeah. I mean, he's got some muscles, but... Hold on, there's a lot of you guys. Wait. Not in the show. I don't appreciate your input. No bromo. How did Poop Man came? Through the toilet. 11 Benadryl Poop Man comes. I wasn't feeling it, mate. Going back to having fun with the content. Don't want to overthink it. All right. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to it, man. We'll be looking forward to the content. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what you put out. Jesus, sorry. The Poop Man got me. Never do 11. Never Poop Man. Never forgives. Is it is Anshu Jabli the Poop Man? Honestly, DDP barely looked dry at the weigh-ins. Yeah, I agree. He looks a little bit worse, right? Right, Crow Cop? He usually looks a little bit worse. How much you weigh? I weigh last I checked 151, but I'm probably less. I feel like I lost a little bit of weight. Like probably 147 if I had to guess. So I'm not very heavy. Not very heavy. So I could take Kenny Okoye though. Unironically, if someone paid me, if someone paid me 10K, I'd box Kenny Okoye. But I don't know if he does kickboxing, so I wouldn't kickbox him, just box. What an odd question, Obromo. How much do you weigh? It's a good question. DDP fans scared shirtless? Shitless. Not shirtless. The Hat Man and the Poop Man just had a baby. My uncle's a cop and he has a Punisher patch on his vest. Yeah, it's interesting. Like a lot of like law enforcement and stuff is like fans of the Punisher. I don't mind. Like I love the Punisher, so I think he's awesome. DDP style represents mixed martial arts better than Hamzat's. I agree for sure. Kickboxing, a little bit of wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, like for sure, easily. Yep, that's very common in the military. They used to spray paint the Punisher skull in houses and vehicles in Iraq. Interesting. I just like the story. I don't have no connection with the military. Ex-military guys love Battlefield 2, but they're so shit because they're old as fuck. Hey, I did see this one guy who was like, this old man. I forgot his name. And it was like Battlefield or COD or Fortnite or something, some shooting game. And he was sniping the shit out of people like back to back. I was like, yo, he was getting flashbacks. Drick is by Black Panther. Yeah, Drick is by Wakanda summoning. Hamzat is better kickboxer boxer than no. Hamzat is a better kickboxer / boxer than Hamzat. Wait, which one did? Oh, you meant DDP is a better kickboxer / boxer. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate the support as always, BXG. Likewise, brother. Likewise, man. I always appreciate your support as well. BXG height. My height is like 5'11", I think. I don't know. I haven't like checked in a very long time. 5'11". I'm not even trying to do like the whole, I'm actually 5'9", but let me add like 2 inches. I'm pretty sure I'm 5'11". And you Joe, who forget your meds again? Oh, here we go, boys. Here we go. Kenny can fight. I've seen his shorts. Okay. Okay, he can fight. I just checked your profile, Mr. No Bromo. You don't look like you could pick up a golf club. Stop it. No Bromo's a unit, mutt. DDP Dirty Man. Blitz is going to work and is going to get cracked for it. By Hamzat. What? By Hamzat's shitty little jab. Is it that Warzone sniper guy? It might be. Yeah, it might be. It was like an old man. It was like an old white man. Black Panther got a white son now in the comics. All right. They wouldn't dare do that in the movies, though, I don't think. Hamzat is a star. It's insane. He is a really big star, man. He has more followers than John. He's a star. You can't say what you want, whoever you're picking, but he is a star. The most like viewed press conference of the year. I reckon DDP has better strength than Hamzat. I agree for sure. I agree. Dude, didn't DDP... Everyone was glazing like Hamzat for picking up DC. Like DDP, I'm pretty sure picked up Aspinall. Or I could be wrong. I know he didn't spin him around like Hamzat did, but still. 6 foot with shoes on, yeah. I reckon DDP has better strength than Hamzat. The way people were glazing Hamzat's boxing is insane. Yeah, like people were just like... His boxing is underrated. It's like it's good, but it's not like underratedly like great. Kenny has no hands. All right. I'll take Derek's word over whoever said he's good. It all depends on the person. For example, my uncle's a soldier, but he really avoids talking about it since most of his friends died at war. All right. Yeah, that sucks about it, right? Kenny's like 6'4" and a half. Is he really, or does is that just what he says? He probably is. Got the John Jones genes. DDP also have the ability to eat more punches compared to Hamzat. I agree. I think DDP's can absorb punches like a freaking vacuum, Just like Nina Drama absorbs cock. Kenny is trash. I'd ragdoll that scrub. Would you just like double leg him? Oh, wait, you're the one that said you wrestle, right? Yeah, you probably could. With Kenny Okoye's skinny legs, just like blast double leg him. Oh, yeah, he does. He has a white son who's now king of Wakanda. Whew. Interesting. All right. These new comics I'm really interested in. Thanks for the updates, man. I'm gonna fight Kenny morph via round 1 Darce choke. Hey, it is easier to Darce somebody who's as skinny as Kenny Okoye is. There's a freaking hair on my nose. Cage is a little... Wait, what? Cage is a little barbaric. Let's settle it on the course. On the golf course. Bigger star than Islam? No. Hamza's not a bigger star than Islam. But I do think, like, okay, if Islam is facing just like Moicano, no one gives a no one gives a fuck the way Hamzat facing another big star, that being DDP. But if Islam is facing another big star, then yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean. He lifted Aspinall with little effort. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think people really, like, I don't know. I feel like they low-key underestimate my boy DDP's strength. Maybe not. Damn, you from the US. Hamzat has awful striking defense. He does, man. He does. Maybe he's improved that, though. I'm not sure. I'm really excited for this fight. There's so many questions I have that I want to be answered. Yeah, let's be honest. Aspinall would clean his teeth with DDP. But let's be honest. Yeah, he would pick him up and just use him as a freaking toothpick. Sadly. No, you know what? If DDP moves to heavyweight. Nah. I am from Croatia. I'm talking about the Croatian War for Independence from ex-Yugoslavia. We Yugoslavian. I don't know, not trying to be a Kenny Glazer, but I saw a vid of him beating a college wrestler that was 260. Is that real? A vid of him beating a college wrestler? All right. Hey, I don't want to smoke Okoye, right? Nah. I'm 260, bro. I'm 260. I've been getting a few Anaconda chokes in training. It's becoming my go-to sub. You guys hear that? No bromo. If you guys try to mess with him, he's going to pull that freaking crazy Anaconda choke. What's an Anaconda choke again? Oh, yeah, it's like the CM Punk one, the Anaconda Vice. Anyways. This guy says... He says, also, Mr. No Bromo MMA, I just noticed a spelling mistake in your comment. You seem to have written smash instead of the correct form of smash. I am not going to argue with a lunatic, okay? I'd reckon I would whip Kenny Okoye with my belt. Yeah, just put him over your knee and just spank him. Oh, my God. Shavkat gets shit on for his defense striking, but not Hamza. I don't know. Yeah, I think a lot of I don't know. Shavkat does get shitted on for his... Shavkat gets shitted on a lot in general. And it's just like... I don't know. I get it, though. Hamza has beaten better competition, but also, like, I've seen Hamza... The best guys he's faced, he took to decisions. Well, Whitaker, he didn't. You get my point. Shavkat gets too much hate, I think, now. It's like, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. His last fight was really shit, though. It was really shit. Hamza has an aggression problem. If DDP starts getting in a flow state and if he starts taunting Hamza, I'm pretty sure he's going to ego brawl. Like, yeah, I could see that too, you know. Like, if DDP lands something, Hamza's going to... He's going to want to get his back, you know, kind of a thing. I could see DDP... The closer we get to Saturday, I could see DDP really going for a takedown or some sort of... Something in the clinch. Sorry if I type like a Riri typing while driving. No, it's all right. I read like a Riri, so it's all right. As a DDP, what's up? What's up, Cameron? As a DDP picker, that Darce attacks system is concerning. I hope there's a better jiu-jitsu get-up system from DDP than just underhook get-up. Yeah. Yeah, true. It is very concerning. I felt the same way about JDM and Makachev. The way that JDM gets up sometimes, he leaves his like neck out like that. You said earlier that I resemble a smarter than everybody, and if that's true, you all should ask me for wisdom, says Hamilton. Hey, man, you heard him. Thoughts on Tracy Cortez being overhyped? She got a nice butt, but, like, you know, it's just no, she's overhyped. In terms of what, though? Like, everyone knows she's a shit fighter, but is she overhyped look-wise? I wouldn't say so, personally, but, you know. W analysis. I have to piss. W analysis. Does Hamza really smash bros? I go to smash you. I missed the Hamza and Till duo. That was a really, really good duo. Hamza and Till was a duo. That was fun. I have to burp. Oh, by the way, I'm having my third MMA fight in like 3 weeks. Really, man? Oh shit. I'm excited to see that. Well, I'm excited to see that. I'm not gonna see it, but well, I don't know. Good luck. Did you win your first 2 fights? If you didn't, it's okay. You can still admit it. I lost my first ever amateur boxing fight, so I feel like if DDP keeps Hamza off his back, not letting him get both hooks, and he would be pretty safe since he has out his. Wait, let me reread that. I feel like if DDP keeps Hamza off his back, not letting him get both hooks in, he would be pretty safe since he only has neck attacks like the MC in the Dars. No Kimura or something like that. That's a really good take as well because, yeah, Hamza is not super, like, his jiu-jitsu is not as insane as people do make it seem, to be honest with you. Like, even the sub he got on Whitaker wasn't, like, properly in, and it did take him a while to, like, sub Kevin Holland and stuff. You know, I'm not saying that's, like, Kevin Holland is good, but, like, come on. You know what DDP should do? He should attack the Kimura immediately and hook Hamza's leg when Hamza gets his back. Use that technique plus grip to break Hamza. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind DDP, like, going for a submission or something, man. And people are going to say, no, he shouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't mind DDP going for a Kimura or something just to kind of, like, spook Hamza out a bit. Because you don't really see guys do that. You know, like, if they get taken down, they just kind of, you know, all right, shit, I got taken down. And they're kind of, you saw that with Whitaker. He got taken down and it's just kind of like, you know. But I wouldn't mind if, like, DDP got taken down and went for a guillotine or a Kimura or something just to kind of scare Hamza out a bit. Darren Till is hilarious. I love Darren Till, man. I love, even if he's on coke. Last face-off soon. Is it today? Is it today on YouTube? We got to check that out then. Let me know when it starts if it is today. Sorry. He used the Kimura against Traven Giles for reverse position. Yeah, that's not a bad. I'm going to look out for that if he's going to use the Kimura. Yes, both by submission. Odds very low level, just an octagon in a gym. Oh, you won both by submission? Nice, man. Nice. Very low level, octagon in a gym. Yeah, that's usually how it is. Yeah. My first fight was in a gym as well. Just in a ring. Yeah, it's usually how it is, to be honest. It was a really hot gym, too. It was like 100 degrees in there. But I get 150 to win. There you go. See, you get paid. That's nice, man. A lot of amateurs don't get paid. That's fire. Maybe there will be some... Wait, let me scroll up. Maybe there will be some guy recording with his phone, but nothing much. Good luck, man. Hope it goes well. Yeah, good luck to Board, man. Good luck to Board, man. Hopefully you become a UFC champion, and then we can gloat about you being in our chat. What should DDP do in the first round? Because that takedown is inevitable. I think if DDP gets taken down, just don't be stupid. Like, as dumb as it sounds, don't be stupid. Don't panic, you know. Like, I think what I like about DDP is it sounds like he's aware he's going to be taken down. The way he's talking, he's not like, Hamzat's not going to take me down. No, he's like, yeah, I'm probably going to get taken down, but I'm going to get back up. I might take him down. Like, I like DDP's mindset more than a lot of fighters who kind of face grapplers where they're just like, there's no way he's taking me down. Like, you're going to get taken down. And I think DDP's aware of that. So if he's just defensively sound on the ground, survive, throw up a couple of subs maybe to kind of, you know, keep Hamzat guessing. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad strategy. Don't rush to get back up, you know, kind of, you can lose the first round. It's all right, you know. That's what I think he should do. Yeah, Whitaker just anti-wrestles, no actual jiu-jitsu threats. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, guys. That's what I want to do. I want to show I'm well-rounded. Yeah, we will be waiting. Sorry, let me just scroll up. Wait, fuck. When Whitaker is what the fuck? When Whitaker gets taken down for real, he can't get up. Yeah, it's just Whitaker's. Even DDP took him down. The only 3 guys to take down Whitaker was like what? DDP, Hamza, and Yoel Romero, I think. Jumper sprawl. His takedown jump would be funny if he jumped over Hamza. His takedown defense is what makes his grappling defense great. Whitaker really had 2 camps to prepare for Hamza's wrestling. Yes, he did. True. The ceremonial weigh-ins is in 20 minutes. Is it? Let me go to UFC's YouTube. I'm gonna have it loaded up then, just so we can see it live. Should it be in the live section? Ceremonial weigh-in. 20 minutes. Thank you for telling me. I have it. I didn't even know it was like. I forgot about it, to be honest with you. I lost my first BJJ tournament via robbery. Choked a bloke out, and the ref was not stopping. What the? He slipped out because my arm's gassed, and after that, I got 3 more sub attempts with loss. Damn, bro. They paid the ref. Freaking paid the ref. That sucks, man. Still, fuck. I jumped down. I'm trying to catch up with all your chat. Sorry. I appreciate all of it. Fuck. Where was I? Still sounds more competitive than Habib's first 10 fights. Yeah, Habib's padded at record was crazy. I think DDP needs to face Hamza when he's taken down, instead of just trying to stand up. Yeah, I agree. Don't just try to get up instantly. I disagree. Our coach says that it's doable. Dricus said Hamza would absolutely get him down, but he said he wasn't afraid of that. Yeah, I like that mindset. I really like that mindset from Dricus, man. That's a good mindset. Not, oh, he's not taking me down. He is. So if you already accept that you're going to get taken down, you're going to have a better performance. Because there is a mental game at play there. You see it with like Merab. I definitely think Umar in his head didn't expect that he was going to get taken down at all, let alone as many times as he did against Merab. Umar, that is. So I feel like there's definitely a factor of like the mental state. All right. I think people might be actually underestimating DDP's jiu-jitsu abilities. I know we haven't really seen it, and the Brunson showing wasn't great, but I think he will be firing on all cylinders. He does have pretty good jiu-jitsu, man. He really does. He subbed like 5 guys in a row. I forgot who they were. I mean, to be fair, they might have just been scrubs, but he did sub like 3 or 4 guys in a row. He's very strong, you know. I think he's going to be defensively sound. I don't know. I got DDP. Not including YouTube Shorts, and have a more diverse grappling game. Yeah. Not including YouTube Shorts. I do make fun of jiu-jitsu, but I do think jiu-jitsu sub-threats and sweeps are massive here for DDP. Yeah, did you guys know DDP, like, actually... I think he got to start doing judo. I think apparently that's what I saw in an interview. He started off his career doing judo. Which doesn't really mean... Not his career, but, like, when he was a kid. That's when he started doing. Which doesn't mean a lot, but, you know... I didn't really know that. I know he did kickboxing as well. DDP started with judo. Yeah. DDP actually started with judo. Like, he's really diverse. He's got a kickboxing background, judo. Merab's the only fighter I've ever seen that genuinely has Olympic track level. Yeah, crazy cardio, man. I wonder, I don't know, man. Merab is like the most unbeatable fighter in the world, bro. Like, he's just so unbeatable. You're going to have to really, really, like, catch him with something crazy. But even then, his chin is granite. My opponent had, like, 40 tournaments on me. Also had a sternum injury, which made my cardio worse. He shot a takedown, and I jumped a modified guillotine, the Dustin Poirier method. But I like experiences like that. Helps us grow. Yeah, losses are never bad. They're just experiences that help you become better fighters, better people in general. So losses are never really bad at all. You know, anyone who goes into the octagon or a ring or anything is already a winner. You know? How many people can say they fought an amateur fight or a professional fight or anything like that? How many people can say they've even sparred, you know? He's also a 33-0 kickboxer. Yeah, DDP. That's crazy if that's true. Yeah. I want to see some footage of it, but judo's a fantastic starting martial arts. Just ask Fedor. It is. Judo's pretty underrated, I feel like. Maybe that's stupid to say, I don't know. But judo's good. Judo's good. Because it mixes in jiu-jitsu with those inside trips, you know, a bit of sambo kind of, really. Which is what Makhachev started with. Also, Usman is not even a jiu-jitsu dude. Pure wrestler, and he survived Hamzat. Not just that, he got up from Hamzat in round 3. Yeah, exactly. I feel like we've seen lesser guys survive Hamzat's onslaught. Granted, Hamzat had an injured hand, but yeah, even Whitaker. Whitaker's a wrestler. Whitaker is like a state Australian champion. He's not a judo. Sorry, he's not a jiu-jitsu guy. Granted, Hamzat had an injured hand, but Usman used proper technique to get up. Yeah. Yeah, I think Hamzat's cooked, man. Let's just say that. Fedor had a sambo base. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I fought a sambo guy from Tajikistan in my first fight. He was a bitch to beat. I can imagine. A sambo guy from Tajikistan is crazy. You beat him, though, right? Head kick KO. Nah, I'm kidding. I think if DDP beats Hamzat via finish, especially via sub, we need to put him in the GOAT convo. Like, just the GOAT convo in general, or the middleweight GOAT convo? I think he definitely would be the middleweight GOAT, for sure. I wonder if Hamzat would beat DDP, though, would he be the GOAT? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't be the middleweight GOAT because he would only have, what? 2 good wins at middleweight? Yeah. Where does this place Hamzat in the pound-for-pound rankings if he finished DDP? That's a good question. I could low-key see them throwing him up all the way to number 2, you know. I'm going to go to bed, brother. Always good to chat. Hope you enjoy the pay-per-views. You too, man. Make sure you guys go sub to No Bromo. He's a great channel. Got lots of great videos, lots of great streams. He's a great guy as well in general, so make sure you guys check him out if you haven't already. Good night, No Bromo. And yeah, I can't wait to see you shave your beard off when Hamzat loses. I thought if DDP needs Hamzat, where does are your fights on YouTube and vice versa if DDP beats Hamzat? Yeah, if DDP beats Hamzat, he's probably number 2 pound for pound for sure. I think they'll put him number 2. If Hamzat beats DDP, they also might put him number 2. So I love Fedor. Fedor is peak top heavyweight close. Yeah, Fedor is awesome. Crow Cop was one of my favorites growing up. Just, you know, because I would watch the highlights. It's not like I knew a lot about him, though. Where can I watch? If you're talking about the weigh-ins, probably YouTube. If you're talking about the fight, Russian link, brother. Yep, submitted with the body triangle. Nice. A body triangle, that's nice. Let me scroll up. No, Fedor started with judo, but switched to sambo. Oh, okay. For better MMA preparation. All right, Crow Cop. See, Crow Cop, he knows, man. He knows the history. He knows the history, folks. My fingers hurt. I could try to ask, but I don't know where it would be. I would guess YouTube, to be honest. What? I reckon Strickland would give Hamzat a hard fight. That's a good. That's tricky. That's a good one. Strickland versus Hamzat, eh? Yeah, make sure you guys like the stream. And subscribe if you haven't already subbed. We're almost at 2K subs. I'm going to goon on stream if we hit it. I'm going to... what website can I watch? Yeah, Strickland versus Hamzat is a really interesting fight. Because his style of just like... How good really is Strickland's grappling? Because he is known to have really good counter wrestling, but... I don't know. That's a fascinating one. Even RDR could give, you know, Hamzat problems. You know, RDR has really good jiu-jitsu. Top 3 probably, and yeah, top 3 for sure. It's probably on a Twitter page. We have a prospect in Germany named Fedor Durich. Has some pretty sick fights, but unfortunately lost his last fight via robbery, in my opinion. Damn. Damn. Shout out to a Germany. Fedor Durich. Should I be on the lookout for him being in the UFC? Is he that good? All love, man. All love, bro. All love. I could ask next time I go. This fight will really show if Hamzat is legit. I agree. Yeah, this is going to be the fight to show who's really the guy in middleweight. Who's really the guy in the sport, almost. At least for DDP, if he wins, he might be the guy now. I like watching those street fight pages on Twitter. Yeah, where they just get knocked out, right? I mean, didn't Strickland start out as a BJJ guy? True, actually. That's true, Morpheus. That is true. Maybe. I think Strickland's style is like pretty... On the feet, Strickland is a nightmare for Hamza. On the feet. Just a guy who's like just can hang back and with good defense. Like that's a nightmare for Hamza. Because Hamza is really not like a really great pressure fighter. And he's not the most technical. Also, when do these Daggies and Chechens actually fight guys that are stronger than them? Everyone they fought, they always have the physical... Yeah. That's why I actually think Makhachev is going to lose to JDM because he's not going to have that advantage. But not just that reason, by the way. There's more reasons to it, but I think that is a big factor is that Islam will be out-muscled for once. I reckon Hamzat sub Strickland in round 1. Kind of like what Pereira did to Strickland, but in grappling. I reckon Hamzat sub Strickland in round 1. Okay. Interesting. Physical attributes isn't everything, but it just seems like the guys that they beat up are weaker. Yeah, it is true. I mean, Islam is bigger than everyone he's ever faced. Except JDM, you know? Yep, Strickland was a submission artist. All right. Strickland said Hamzat destroyed everyone, including him in sparring. Yeah, Baraujo as well he destroyed, right? But he ain't destroying DDP. Hamzat is so relentless into grappling, or Strickland wouldn't survive well. Had to worry for Strickland. Yo, what's up, Ivar? What's up, my guy? What's up, Ivar? They're always physically stronger, which is why they can't get up against the cage. They can't get them up against the cage. Sambo uses a lot of brute force. Yeah, they're monsters, man. When is this weigh-in starting? 8 minutes, boys. So I can't play it on stream because the UFC is going to literally drop a Hamzat Chimaev-sized nuke on my channel. But we're going to react to the face-offs, or the weigh-ins, the face-offs. And then I got a video that's already like uploaded, but it's private, obviously. I'm going to make it public right after the stream. So you guys better go check it out, or I'm fucking shaving my head off. It's on like Dana White and like the UFC and the UFC's new $7 billion deal. Because I've just been doing straight up just Hamzat DDP videos. If you look at my channel, it's just 5 Hamzat DDP videos in a row. Hot take, Chimaev doesn't have amazing submission ability, and Kevin Holland fight showed that. Yeah, I kind of said that earlier. Like, I low-key don't think Hamzat has like crazy jiu-jitsu like a Charles Oliveira where he's just so dynamic. And I think he has good jiu-jitsu and great pressure and like whatnot, but I kind of agree with you, Board. I don't think he's like some insane submission artist that we've never seen before. His wrestling and his freestyle wrestling is insane, but like his jiu-jitsu itself is not that insane. But obviously he's got a lot of subs. Fedor Durich is 7-1 with a 71% finishing rate, and he's only 20 is crazy, man. Damn. And he's 6'1". Yo, he's gonna be a champ. He's gonna be a champion, bro. 6'1", 20 years old, with a 71% finishing rate is fucking insane. His face crank on Rob wasn't fully locked in. Yeah, but everyone glazes him for that sub, and I've always said, like, dude, it wasn't even a proper choke. Like, it just wasn't a proper choke. He only got that sub because of the teeth. Yeah, that's what it's just, it wasn't, like, properly in. But he gets glazed so much by people like Bedtime MMA, who I did a video on. Dude, he sub Whitaker. It's like, yeah, but, like, there's context to that win, of course. It's still a great win, and, like, he did get him to that position. And maybe he would have subbed him properly if Whitaker's teeth didn't collapse. But his teeth did collapse under itself. MMA Spirit is in Frankfurt, New Germany? Frankfurt, New Germany. What's New Germany? Or am I thinking of New Mexico? Anyways, Frankfurt, Germany, not New Germany. Fedor and some other good guys trained there, like Christian Erkelin. What about that Polish guy? The fuck? What about that Polish guy that's about to fight Patchy Mix? He's from Poland, not Germany. Duh. People don't panic tap like that with a face crank. Look at Connor with Habib. Exactly. That's not like, yeah, exactly. That, I'm not going to say it was a fluke, but it was like, it was a mandible choke and Hamza didn't rotate the neck to turn into a blood choke and it broke his teeth. Yeah. It would have choked him out, I think, even if his teeth didn't give out. I think he probably eventually gets the choke, but even still, like, I just think it's like there is a lot of context to that sub. Frankfurt. But yeah, this thing is starting in 4 minutes. The final face-offs between Hamzat and Dricus. I'm excited for this one. This has been a real fun stream. Doom, doom, doom. Here we go. 3 minutes. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, wrong chat. I read the UFC's chat, and I just see Allahu Akbar everywhere. I was like, what the fuck are you guys... You should check out Fedor, his fights after that face-off. Oh, I've definitely seen Fedor's highlights. Fedor's the GOAT. Not like Fedor. He's good. Frankfurt and Manchester are centers of Western Europe MMA, so that makes sense. Yeah, like, the UK has a lot of good fighters, you know, which really surprises me because it's like, I don't know how big the UK really is, but Arnold Allen, Leon Edwards, Lerone Murphy, Tom Aspinall, of course. Like, I don't know. Oh, the UFC chat is cancer. Yeah, they're just spamming. What is this? All kinds of flags. Allahu Akbar. Damn, Hamza, 4,000 people waiting. 3 minutes left to go. This is for the ceremonial 5,000. It just jumped to 5,000. Oh my god. Man, Hamza Chimaev. Someone in the chat put too many Anshu Jablis in chat. No way. Yo, Hamza Chimaev's got fans, man. No, not Emelianenko. I meant Dirge. Oh, my bad. Does he have... He has highlights on YouTube? Fedor Duric. My bad. That was... I see him, yeah. Fedor Duric, MMA fighter, Tapology. Fedor Duric, 7-1, is a pro MMA fighter out of Frankfurt and then number 43rd ranked pro men's lightweight in Europe Western. Okay. I got the tab open, so I'm going to check that out. My eyes are burning. Nah. The UFC Daggy Glazers pissed me off. Dude, my fucking eyes are burning. Yeah, Dagestani fans, they're alright. Like, if you're a fan of the Dagestani fighters, it's alright, but they're very opinionated. Let's just say that. You know, they're just very, very opinionated. I don't know what the hell happened to my eyes. I rewatched Gilbert versus Hamza. Very close. Could have been a draw or a win for Hamza. That's one of my all-time favorite fights. But yes, it really could have been. Like, it was such a close fight, man. I just don't like the fact that... the thing is, Flat Earth, I don't like the fact that the only 2 times Hamza has went the distance were arguable draws or arguable, like, losses. I don't know. I just don't like that. The UK is where catch wrestling is from. The catch as catch can. Catch wrestling is very big in the northwest of England. It's basically British submission grappling. Yeah, I know catch wrestling. Catch as catch can. And boxing and kickboxing are big there. Yeah, the UK's got some, you know. Didn't Gilbert drop Hamza? He did. I think he did drop him. People said, no, well, he hit a shot and then Hamza was going for a takedown at the same time. I think he dropped him. What's funny is like Gilbert Burns literally does like an illegal like soccer kick too. I don't think the ref caught it, but like I'm pretty sure Gilbert, he drops Hamzat or something and then goes for like a soccer kick. I don't know how clean he landed it. All right, we're waiting for the UFC to start the weigh-ins now, and then we got a video coming out right after the stream, and so hopefully you guys check it out. Hamzat slipped it. Yeah, that's what people were saying. Hamzat slipped or Hamzat. I don't know. Oh, he slipped a soccer kick, you're saying. Oh, yeah, true. He didn't really get hit with a soccer kick. It's brutal as fuck. You fight on concrete floors and spine locks and head slams are allowed. What? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, man. I would not even... What? You better pay me 50 gazillion. You better pay me 50 mil for one... Oh, shit, it's starting. Oh, my gosh, they're showing Canelo Crawford. Nobody cares. Nobody... I do love Max Kellerman, though. He's doing the narration. I love Max Kellerman. He used to always cook Stephen A. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. Hamzat sure. No, I meant the kick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the illegal soccer kick. Yeah. Man, as close to the day of the fight comes, I get more excited. Me too, man. Wish it landed. Yeah, I wish it landed and then just... flatline KO'd Hamza. Even if it was a DQ, it would have been funny. Remember the one Aldo landed on freaking Amy and Zahabi like a few months ago? He landed it too. He didn't even miss that one, but Zahabi somehow like just all of a sudden had a granite chin so he could survive that. All right, they're just playing Canelo Crawford commercials like as if anyone cares. I got Canelo in this one, by the way, but this ain't a boxing channel, little bro. I'm so excited for her. The best shit I've ever seen is when Shido ate the knee from Sean. Crazy. Not even... He wasn't even, like, visibly, like, really rocked. Like, you could tell he was a bit rocked, but... Because he was backing up a little bit. But he wasn't even, like, rocked. I've seen, you know what I mean? Like, I saw Max Holloway get worse. Like, how do I say this? Max Holloway was more rocked when Ilya landed that right hand. Before he KO'd him, of course. Then a flush knee. So maybe Sean O'Malley just has no power. No, I'm kidding. Seriously, though, man, that knee was crazy. All right, they're showing a UFC China. Yo, boys. Are we going to be live for UFC Shanghai? Because you guys know, like, this shit starts in the middle of the night. This shit literally starts, like... I don't know what's the time zone for you guys, but I'm pretty sure it starts, like, in the middle of the night. For me, at least. I haven't checked exactly. I'll probably go live for it. Fuck it. Who cares? Damn, there's a lot of South Africans in that crowd. And still. I'm going to put in the UFC chat. And still. Alright. Someone said rip Brian battle. I think it starts at 8 p.m. on Friday. Okay. That's not... See, that's good. Shanghai is like daytime for us. You guys are lucky, man. It just starts like 6 a.m. for me, I think. Sabayu, man. Mostly all the fights I watch is 3 to 4 a.m. All right. To be fair. So for you guys, that it's probably like a perfect card. Something like that. Yeah, all right. Every UFC main fight starts at 5 a.m. for me. They don't know what we know. Exactly. Exactly. Dude, I feel like I'm South African after all this. I don't even know if you guys are, but... I don't know if you guys are South African in here, but... Oh, I see you, Buster, in the chat. He said, and new. I see you, Buster. In the UFC's chat, I saw that. They don't know what we know. Let's go, man. Cut Brian Battle with food. Bro, you know he was a heavyweight too, right? Like, the guy can't put the burgers and the honey buns down to save his life. I just saw someone spam the trans flag on the... Wait, I can say trans, right? But you can't say... Okay, anyways. I don't know, like, what's considered, like... I have a Chinese girlfriend, so I have to watch it with her to get her into MMA. You see? Bored, What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I have a Chinese girl. Yeah, that's nice, man. I think she'll enjoy it. She'll be rooting for Zhang Minyang. Shanghai event is like in the evening, so it's all chill. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, considering that we get most fights at night, lol. Prime battle energy. Is there an inbred emoji to spam? Let me see. No. I don't even have one like for the members. I only have one member, by the way. I have this emoji, though, for, like, the members and put it in chat. I have that emoji. The Iliad Sopori emoji. All right, Joe Rogan's here. But no inbred emoji. No way. No way Joe Rogan messed up her name. What the hell? All right, so they're gonna start right from the. They're gonna start with the top Turu, Ilya top Turu. Shit, I messed up the chat thing. Dana White ring girl. We need Dana. We need. I don't know if you guys agree with me. We need Verna Jandaroba as a ring girl. Yo, who's the light skin with the huge? Anyways, the girl to the right in the background. I don't know if you guys see what I'm seeing. If you know, you know. Shout out to her. Good goons, good goons. Make a team of all Russian fighters. Yeah, Brittany something, right? Isn't that her name? Make a team of all Russian fighters and call them the Inbredibles. You got Morales, right? Morales in this one? Yeah, I think I got Morales. This guy's got a cool helmet, though. Wait, this is the Ultimate Fighter? I don't think I predicted this, though, because didn't they add this last second? I don't know if I predicted this one. I doubt I predicted that one. The Incredibles ripoff. Yeah, The Inbredibles. That's funny. Why do female UFC fighters all have such small boobs? I mean, some of them do. Some of them have big ones. It's just like because they don't have as much estrogen flowing the way that, like, the chick to the right, the Brooklyn Wren girl, she has so much estrogen compared to, like, this girl you see on stage. This girl has so much testosterone that it just... I don't know how to explain it, but that's the scientific way that I can think of. I'm more of a Bunda guy anyway, so I don't really value boobs that much, but... Paulina Viana left the chat, but hers are fake, aren't they? Do you watch PFL? Rabin fights in a few hours. He's pretty good. I've never watched PFO, to be honest. I've only watched ONE FC. Hopefully, it's good though. I might check it out. Isn't that Alex Pereira's ex? Yeah, I think he. I doubt he like dated her though. You know, Alex Pereira was just shamaning around. They need to stay in shape. Yeah, that's it too, right, Spiff? Like they just need to stay in shape. Like they can't really. That's why their bundas are kind of small, except for like a few of them, like Norma Dumont. Because they just have to constantly be in shape, constantly cut weight. They're not allowed to just be. Shout out Alice Ardeline though. She's got the Brazilian fighters got the bunda. Yeah, I don't get that. I never understand why Brazilian women's fighters like have such big butts. I don't know what's like the science behind that. They're all on roids. That's why. True. ONE FC won't last for much longer. It's losing so much money. It's gonna crumble, bro. It's just shit. It is shit. And it's not even an MMA promotion anymore. They just focus on Muay Thai. Edson Barboza, boys. I got Barboza. Who do you guys got in this one? McDonald's chicken nuggets are fake, but we still enjoy them. True. Yeah, but they don't... Yeah. Brazilian women are just hot as fuck. Yeah, in the UFC for sure. If my girlfriend is watching, I'm kidding. I'm joking. They're not hot. Anyways. The Gooner Chase Hooper. Yeah, Chase the Goon Hooper. Yeah, Chase Hooper is going to have a good look at the girls behind him. Chase Hooper actually has a kid, I'm pretty sure. So he is a Gooner. He's in decent shape. He still has a pretty small frame, though. I think he's going to beat this little mini Chandler, Alexander Hernandez. I don't know. Hernandez reminds me of like Chandler for some reason. I don't know why. Top 3 ring girls. I don't really know too much. I don't know too much. I don't know their names. I'll just say the Brooklyn Ren girl. I know her name. And that's it. I'll say she's one, and then that chick with the bangs and the black hair all the way to the left, maybe. And then I'll say Lupe Godinez. They should make her a ring girl. Shout to her. And Andrade. Yeah, Jessica Andrade. We've all gooed to that. No, I'm kidding. Some Brazilian girls, the other 7% look like men. Yeah, I mean, Andrade is right here. Minty Betts is a runner-up for hottest UFC employee. All right. No handshake. I got Andrade, I think. I think I picked Andrade, right? I'm asking you guys, like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I got Andrade. I low-key think Lupe's just kind of mid. Fight-wise. Yo, Mikhail Oleksiejczyk's got the Polish shit on his face. Yo, he looks cool. Those favela ladyboys in Rio are still fine. Yo! I know they have, still. Yo, that's kind of crazy, my guy. That's kind of crazy. I got Oleksiejczyk. What you guys got? GM3 or Oleksiejczuk? I got Oleksiejczuk. GM3. I want GM3 to win, though. I love GM3. I'm a GM3 enjoyer. I low-key be gooning to GM3. I mean, enjoying his fights. Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. I got him by, like, first round KO. My Polish brother, yep. Only behind our queen, John D, though. My Polish brother. My girlfriend isn't around. I'm good. GM3. Yeah. Mine isn't either, but, you know, if she ever saw this, just know that you guys wouldn't see me again. A GM3. GM3 sounds like roids. Yeah, it sounds like the store GNC. Here we go. Susukarayev, I think he's going to win this one, but it'd be funny if he kind of lost with all the hype he's got. I want him to win because he does have hype, but I'm saying it'd be funny if he lost with all the hype he has. The hell? He just grabbed the back of his head. What a dickhead. Nah, he's a dickhead for that. He really just grabbed the back of his head like that. It's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. I goon to Drickus, same, every day. Does John D have an OF yet? I might sell my kidney. Who's John D? Who is John D? Who's John D? Who is that? Send me link, brother. Who's that? She hot? If you haven't noticed, but every picture of DDP looks like he's gonna say something diabolical. Yeah, he looks like he knows something we don't, you know? Yeah, forget about Brooklyn Ren. The one with the bangs to the left. I don't know if you guys see this one, but it speaks to me. She looks like Dakota Johnson, the actress. But, like, way better. Oh, Jandaroba. Oh, the GOAT. True. Shit, he has beautiful blue eyes. Here we go. I got Asakura in this one, of course. Main card picks aren't like that. I think the fights aren't like super close. Eric Nolan made me a fan with the Hamzat line. Same. He's like, you're Hamzat's butt buddy. It was funny. I want the underdog to win, not going to lie. I hate when fighters get hyped for nothing. Same. Usually, though, they never end up like, you saw Bo Nickel. He had the hype. Ikram had that hype. They usually always get like fraud checked along the way. Shower Bullet. MVP trying to aura farm. Anne Hathaway needs to be a UFC ring girl. Anne Hathaway needs to be inside. Let me not say nothing. Shout out to Anne Hathaway is all I'm going to say. Top 3 of all time, and she's not 2 or 3. Shout out to Anne Hathaway. And Margot Robbie. That's the big 2 right there. Where are you watching it on? I'm watching it on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now. 186. Is MVP doing the... oh, my nose. Too much cocaine. MVP's doing the Cobra emote. Aura farming. Dude, my nose is so itchy. He does look like a Cobra, too. That's the funny thing with MVP. He does kind of look like a Cobra. His, like, bald head. He looks like an NPC or something. I don't think Japanese MMA fighters are buns, but holy shit, they lack grit. They just lack, like, a lot of them. Where are they? Just don't know where they are. Lack grit. Taylor had a banger at Royval, true. And he was getting lit up a lot, and he just kept going. Ring girls look fed up. They look like... I'm not even looking at their faces. I'm a D1 Shire hater. Same. He's annoying. They lack that Western mentality to just destroy. True. No joke, I look similar to a male Anne Hathaway. Then you better put on a wig. No, let me stop. Imagine MVP gets flatlined after all that. Look at Protest. Imagine Protest gets flatlined. Look at all the aura farming he's trying to do. I mean, I'd rather that than them just, like, stand and, like, smile and shake their hand. Like, hey, buddy. Let's kiss, buddy. But, yeah, if MVP gets flatlined, that'd be kind of crazy. Carlos looks high all the time. He probably is. Who knows what's in them cigarettes? Tara is the exception. A lot of them just give up. Hey, well, and Zhang Wei Li. No, she's Chinese. Oh, I'm racist. I'm so racist. I got Neil, honestly. Really? Okay. I'm a D1 Song Yadong hater. Same. Here we go. Lerone Murphy. He looks so drained. Jeff Neal looked like Hog Rider with that gold shade. Yeah, I'm not a Song Yadong fan either, by the way. Lerone Murphy has no aura, I can't lie. There's just something about him, just has no aura. No aura. Look at this guy. No aura. Boo. He's in great shape, but... you know, we're all in great shape. Pico gets right in his face. Yeah, take them glasses off. I think Pico's... I'm picking Pico via like a split decision. I think it's going to be very close, and I think he'll do enough to win. Man, Pico looks sharp. He does. Pico has a great look to him. He just doesn't have that person. Are they playing a video package? No way they're putting effort. They're actually playing a video package for this. Wait, I got to watch this, boys. They're actually freaking putting effort. Oh, Strickland's nose. Look at that. And still. I met him once and he was super sweet. Who? Tara? Or Jeff Neal? Everything about him was plain. I feel like a lot of UFC fighters are just kind of plain, to be honest. There's just some guys who are just like Lerone Murphy. Yeah. He seems like a pretty plain guy, but you know, he's a great fighter. I mean, great. I don't know about the word great. Look, they're trying to say, oh, look at his jaw was broken because of Hamza. Come on. Hamza didn't do that shit. Wait. Trevin Giles boxed up Prata, so I think Neil might do the same. Plus, he has a better clinch game. All right. Interesting. I definitely think Jeff Neal has a good chance. Definitely think Jeff Neal has a good chance of beating him. Murphy just too lame to be acting tough. Yeah, if he was a fun fighter, like, it's very Leon Edwards vibes. Like, you're just a boring point fighter. I almost met Connor a few months back. Oh, thank God. A few months back? Oh, this version of Connor a few months back? Oh, hell no. Thank God you didn't meet him. We wouldn't even know where you are. You'd be in some closet lifting weights with Conor McGregor. Trevin Giles is long and lanky. Neil needs to be in the pocket. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. Like, Trevin Giles is lanky, to be fair, but I don't know. Jeff Neal's a better boxer than Giles, but Trevin Giles is weird because he did kind of give problems to, like, Dricus, and Trevin Giles is kind of good, like, to be honest, because he gave problems to, not Dricus. Did Giles fight Dricus? Wait, am I tripping? Or am I thinking of, I swear Trevin Giles fought Dricus du Plessis. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. At UFC 264. He did fight him. Yeah, Trevin Giles, like, low-key gave DDP problems and Carlos Prates. That's kind of crazy. I'm a D1 Tyron Woodley hater. Yeah, he was. But then I felt bad for Woodley. I feel the same with Adesanya. Like, I was like a big Adesanya hater, but now I kind of just feel bad for him. The worst MMA fighter I ever met was Tyron Woodley? No way. Was he a dick or something? He seems like he would be, no offense, but no offense if he's watching, I guess. I don't know. Lerone Murphy's more fun than Leon. I do agree with that. Leon really only has that head kick, and that's kind of it. But it's like, it's kind of like who's the nicest guy in prison between Lerone Murphy and Leon. It's not really a big. Oh my God, he dropped a jab. It's so uncommon. He dropped Gilbert with a jab. He did. I trained at the same gym Hamzat trained in, but I left that gym because of many Daggy Glazers and shit was overhyped, and mainly because Ank trained there. I despise Ank. No way. You saw Ank Aliyev? You should have freaking planted a. Let me not say nothing. But like, this is for Pereira, and just kicked him in his nuts and ran away. I'm not saying to do that. I'm not saying to assault somebody. I'm just saying as a joke. I'm playing in character. I met Max Holloway, BJ Penn, and Angela Lee. What about the karate hottie? That's who I want to meet. The karate hottie, Michelle Watterson. Whew. I'm saying because she's a great fighter, not for any other reason. All right, here we go. We gotta see this face-off, boys. Right in their faces. Oh, they got right into their faces. Hamzat's riled up. Hamzat is riled up. Hamzat just pushed him in the chest. Hamzat's very riled up. He's very riled up. He's very riled up. He's very riled up. Wow. Hamzat is very riled up. Holy shit. No, Angela Lee's little sister. Sad. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was calling me white boy. No way. No, stop. Tyron Woodley was saying that. What the fuck? Well, that's why he's on a massive losing streak and he's a bum. Well, their brother Christian Lee too. I would wish Leon would try to fight. Wait, hold on. That was a good face-off. That was a crazy good face-off. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, DDP. And still. Yes, sir. Evil Villain laugh too. And still. Good face-off. Very, very good face-off. I didn't even know it was today. I didn't even go live because of the face-off. I just went live to go live. And then one of you guys told me. And fucking still, boys. Man, that's messed up, though, from Tyron. Well, their brother Christian Lee, too. I would wish Leon Edwards would try to fight. It would be crazy to go to Leon Edwards. Yeah, with an Ilya mentality, right? Because he's so, like, naturally talented, and he's a natural athlete, but he just doesn't fight like that. You should have chinned Ankalaev. Yeah, just chin him and run away. Straight aura from DDP. He kind of mogged him. Hamzat seems too sure of himself. Yeah, Hamzat's kind of emotional, man. I'm not gonna like be a body language expert though, but Hamzat's like, he's not. This ain't Khamzat Chimaev. This is the old Hamzat. That's all like riled up and shit. DDP. That's the cringiest haircut I've ever seen. Kid with the phone is chalked. And still, and new, and still. Couple of and stills, one and new from my guy Buster. DDP ended apartheid. DDP built Cape Town. DDP will fix low shedding. Hamzat looks past DDP like it's Kevin Holland. I think he is. I don't know, man. Hamzat is very. If DDP loses, then it's a big aura loss after all that. Well, DDP ain't losing. So that's it, boys. I think that's it. We're going to end the stream there. I'm going to drop a video actually, literally, right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Public. Right now. It's public. So I'll be here after the fight. I'll see you boys tomorrow for the biggest card of the year. Go check out my video I just put out. If you don't want to, you don't even have to watch it. Just please like it and comment anything. You know, it helps. It helps, you know. It helps. I appreciate you boys. I'll see you all tomorrow. A buenos, adios. DDP Hamzat, let's fucking go.